Hello and welcome back to the Smith Center for MSJ basketball. Today the Gales take on the McDonogh Eagles. My name is James and I'm joined here today by David.
Good to be here tonight. James, the McDonogh Eagles are 11-4. They are 2-1 in the MIAA Black Division, and they're coming off of victories over Archbishop Spalding at home and Mount Carmel.
They also had a big tournament up in New York. They won the Josh Palmer Fund Clarion Classic and defeated Mount St. Michael in the final. The Gales, on the other hand, are 15-2, are 2-0 in the MIA Red Division, which is first in the division, and 5-0 in the BCL. And the Gales will get the ball here first. They kick it out down to Abrams in the post. Abrams, early post fadeaway, and it's off. Good look early on for the Gales, but it doesn't fall.
Both teams are on a 5-game winning streak coming into this game, so it'll be interesting to see how it works.
This should be a slow-paced game. McDonogh, statistically, is one of the best defensive teams in the conference. Abrams forced him to pick up the ball. His jumper's off. And Valentine's looking to push it. Abrams, open three, passes it up. And he misses the other three.
Tough bucket.
Another good look from Abrams, just didn't get it to fall. They get inside, the jumper goes in. Big bounce off the back of the rim. And now there was a little press there from the Eagles. The Gales swinging the ball around. Farrell looking to drive it in, gets it inside and puts it in. Farrell always just seems to score once he's within 5 feet of that bucket. Two defenders. You could throw more at him. It doesn't matter. It somehow ends up falling through the net. Hansberry forces him to lose his dribble. So they go drive in, they kick out. Good ball movement. The three at the top is short. Hansberry rebound. He's pushing it. Abrams is going to slow it down. He picks up his dribble. Clark's there. They get it inside to Hansberry. And Hansberry, I don't know how that didn't go in. McDonogh rebounds.
That's a shot he wish he could have back.
McDonogh, as I mentioned, looked to be a great defensive team. They only give up 49.5 points per game, which in high school, which there's a lot of running up and down the court, is very impressive. As you can see where, Farrell, the spin. Fortunately, doesn't get it to go.
Close.
Transition jumper's good for the Eagles.
Good bucket.
But the Gales are looking to push it. I don't know if that was blocked or if he put it short. Either way, it doesn't go in. McDonogh coming down the other end. Picks up his dribble. Nice little pick and roll. Gets it inside, kicks it out. Deep three. And it's off. The Gales really need to get this offense going. Clark. Once he's in his rhythm, those threes just start falling. Hansberry kicks it out to Clark. Clark drives in, and it's blocked.
That looks like a block.
I don't know why. Clark shouldn't have gone for that reverse layup, but he ended up going for it, and he paid for it. And now Valentine gets it. Hansberry could get a post look here. No, Valentine drives in, and he just floated in the air to put that one in. Slow-paced game so far. With about halfway through the first quarter, the score is only 4-4. McDonogh seeing if they can get their offense started and really open up this game.
Better get a
Pick
shot
and
up
roll. And McDonogh gets the rebound, puts it back, another rebound, and Clark takes it away from him.
Fast
And he
break.
hands it off to
Let's see what
Hansberry.
happens.
2-on-1, 3-on-1. Farrell gets it, and he throws it down! The defender had to get out of the way. He had to get off of Farrell's runway as Farrell took flight.
With a good D there.
It's good for that. But now McDonough's looking to put an end to it, and he airballs it. That's only going to help the Gales. Valentine pushing it. Spin move inside, and he gets fouled. Once the Gales get these steals, they're running it in transition. And with players like Valentine and Farrell, as crafty and explosive as they are, they're bound to go to the charity stripe or get these layups to fall. So Dave, I know we're already 5 minutes into this game, but for the Gales, who are you looking out for today?
Well, before the game had even started, before you asked that question, my mom was on Ace Valentine, the one who just took that free throw. He's an explosive playmaker. He scores when he needs to, and I think he's going to help lead the Gales to a win tonight.
And Valentine, early on in the season, I think Farrell has been great. Abrams has been great. Hansberry's done his normal. Sean Clark gets it inside.
Beautiful bucket.
He looked lost, but he somehow put it in. Timeout, McDonogh. We will be back after this timeout. We are back. The Gales lead 10-4. With a little under 3 minutes left in the first quarter. McDonogh, 3 is off.
Good shot. Not falling for McDonogh this game so far.
I think they need to try and get the ball inside as Farrell does behind the back and puts it in. That was beautiful.
That's what he does best.
Farrell has really had a great start to this year. He's been put on the map. And it's just and the and one. As I said, McDonogh needs to get the ball inside. And if they get, I hope Amani's Hansberry's okay. He looked a little shaken up on the play.
Hope he's okay.
But McDonogh, as I mentioned, get the ball inside, they score. Maybe getting Hansberry in a little foul trouble doesn't hurt. And McDonogh converts the and one. Gales quickly
Fast break here, but good defense.
Press. Clark in the corner, drives to the middle. Oh, Valentine three, and it's good. Great to see from Valentine. Clark, you kind of wish that he would just turn around and put it in, but nothing.
No harm, no foul there.
Can't complain about a pass first point guard. The step back is beautiful and the shot is good.
Good defense there by Monty Hansberry.
This game started off very slow pace, but now these two teams are starting to get it going offensively. Valentine.
Hansberry's open.
Hansberry corner three, and it's good. You haven't seen all this shooting from the Gales all year, but if McDonogh's going to give them those threes, they're going to take them and they're going to make them. McDonogh getting inside, and too hard. Oh, and Hansberry, the crossover.
Oh, just missed.
He got a bit too excited there. And here comes Galloway into the game. Galloway is always the sixth man, first man off the bench in pretty much every game. Clark had a very good start to the game, but now let's see how Galloway can change this game. The step back is short. Rebound, Galloway. It's going to be a good fight inside. Not many teams have had the height to match Hansberry. And somehow it doesn't travel. Not saying he does, like he gets away with it, but.
Welcome to high school basketball.
No, it's definitely just two steps. Which is wild, because most people would take 3, 4 there. LeBron would take 8, get away with it.
Harden. His typical step back three. I don't even know what it's called, but it's ugly. But it works.
And free throw's good. And Wingfield is now in for the Gales. And that's Abrams subbing out. Wingfield's had some quality minutes so far this year. The transition offense is really thriving when Wingfield is in.
Let's hope he gets a shot up.
He got his defender in the air, and maybe that could have been a foul. Valentine, I had a bad angle, but it looks like it was going in. But now, after the first quarter, the Gales lead 20-9, and we'll be right back at the start of the second. And we are back for this second quarter of Gales basketball. McDonogh, again, they really need to get the ball inside. Last time they did, they converted on an and one. Don't need to be hitting threes. Oh, but that three is good. He really just shut me up there. But now Hansberry will look to respond. Valentine gets it into Hansberry. Oh, and what a move. He threw that shoulder back and then, that was beautiful. Again, I think the battle of the bigs is where it's at in this game.
4 versus 35 is the matchup we want to see.
Oh, well, a corner three, and McDonough's hitting their shots now.
Pace is picking back up, Jim.
Good ball movement from the Gales, looking to get into their half-court offense. Pick and roll here. Valentine, deep three.
Almost.
That's off.
Oh, good
Hansberry,
rebound.
big rebound. Another big rebound, and he puts it in. That's the athleticism of Amani Hansberry. There's a reason why he's going to be playing in the Big Ten next year. Oh, I thought he was going to pull that. Oh, but he pulls that one, and it's good. I'm not saying Amani isn't skilled, but as of right now, it's looking like right now it's looking a lot like athleticism versus skill. But Hansberry spin move, and it goes in. I'm telling you, these big men are fighting.
Great to see this.
And again, this is. Oh, and another deep three, and it's in! Number 4 is on fire!
Look for that matchup in the paint right now.
But they're going to get it back into Hansberry.
Oh, and he turns it over.
He thought Galloway was going to be there. He wasn't.
Wrong number 3.
Again, you got to watch out for him. Oh, corner 3. Oh, and he finally misses.
The Gales needed that one.
Valentine, he just goes by everyone and puts it in.
Bucket.
Wow, this second quarter has really been a lot of scoring here. Such a slow start for both teams offensively, but now they're both firing on all cylinders. This is a better matchup for Hansberry, it looks like, inside. He stops it, he gets it out, the 3, and he's cooling off now. Some heat check 3s, and they're not falling. And Valentine gets him in the air, look to put it in, gets fouled. Unfortunately, number 4 gets hit in the face there. Hope he's all right.
He's getting back up.
Oh.
It looks like he's...
And he looks more frustrated than in pain as he gets up and he claps out his frustration.
Yep.
And if I'm not mistaken, number 4 for McDonogh is Ian Robinson, the 6'8" senior, and he has really been showcasing his talent in this game. 3 threes early on, has 9 of their 21 points, and sucks for McDonogh that he's coming out of the game. Valentine's looking to convert these free throws, and he converts the first. And the second's also good. And you said Valentine was the player to watch, and so far, he's been having himself a game.
Absolutely.
And the pressure from the Gales forces a turnover. That's excellent from the Gales.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cromwell standing by with our president, Mr. George Andrews. You're coming off that Hawaii trip. How was that with the team?
It was an outstanding opportunity for our guys to experience and play against some of the best talent in the country. And they made history by beating Monteverde, the #1 ranked team in the country. They showed a lot of grit in Hawaii. They fought back and they played as a team and really shocked the tournament. It was a great experience overall.
Did the team do a good job of, being with each other on the trip so far away from home? You start to miss it a little bit. Were they affected by that at all, or what was the overall vibe?
It was a great experience. It was something new for all of us. First time to Hawaii. For some guys, it was the first time on an airplane. They rallied, as a team. They did things together. They supported each other. They displayed a lot of class in their victories and humility in a great tournament. Overall, it was great for our young men. They represented themselves, their families, and the mount really well.
Thank you, Mr. Andrews.
President Mr. Andrews with the interview. But now, we're back to Gales basketball. Abrams, three.
Good three.
Abrams has been seeing all these threes falls, and he was like, I want some of that action. Transition, and almost blocked.
That was close. Backboard still shaking after that one.
And McDonogh's coach is screaming at their team. He's looking to fire up his troops. Abrams, maybe looks for Hansberry, kicks it out, Valentine. But he's going to take that Abrams three. It's good. Abrams is heating up now.
We love to see that, Jimmy.
Everybody is just hitting their shots at the moment. And Valentine, great steal.
That's a great heads-up play.
All the way, hey! And he puts it in.
That's a nice drive you like to see in transition for the Gales.
Abrams is defending closely, but Farrell, he brought that all the way down the court. I thought once he got to the three-point line, he might look to kick it out. Corner three for McDonogh, and it's off. But McDonogh fights for the rebound, but Abrams will get the steal. Valentine inside, and one!
Look out. #1 is heating up.
Valentine's got all of that athleticism, but he also has that intelligence. You see him, he doesn't just go right up for the layup. He takes his time, floats in the air for a bit, draws the foul, and puts it in. And now, Amani Hansberry will come out, and Joe Green will sub in. This is a much smaller lineup for the Gales. They still have Tyon Farrell in. And of course, Brayshawn Galloway is a wing. Probably about 6'5", 6'6". McDonogh maybe looking to get in the paint now. And jump step, and it's blocked by Farrell, but they get the ball back, and they call the foul. And the Gales, we talked about how McDonough's on a hot streak. The Gales are also on a 5-game winning streak. Their last defeat came against Newman Goretti, one of the top teams in the country. Of course, the Gales are also the 24th team in the country, 24th ranked team in the country, excuse me. But the Gales, since our last broadcast, they played at St. Francis and at Calvert Hall. On Friday, they defeated St. Francis 62-59. What a game that was. And yesterday, the Gales defeated Calvert Hall 63-35 at Calvert Hall. Not as close, but great win for the Gales, especially since their JV team ended up losing. On the three, that's off. But you can really tell that this McDonogh team is full of shooters. Farrell pulls. Airball. I don't think that's his game, and that wasn't a great look, even if it was his game. But Corner three, and it's short. Valentine, Farrell wanted it in transition. Abrams behind the back, kicks it out. Joe Green, Farrell, spin move, gets in the paint, gets rejected.
You just said, get that out of here, man.
See, this is, again, and wow, look at that. McDonogh puts Ian Robinson back in, and immediately, as soon as he saw that, Hansberry gets up off the bench, goes to the scorer's table, comes back in the game. Again, it's different to see. This is the first home game where the Gales have played against size like McDonogh has. Joe Green three, off. But the Gales obviously played a lot of against a lot of size in Hawaii at the Iolani Classic. And great defense from Abrams, and he's running in transition. But Valentine's faster, and he gets the foul.
Ooh, hope he's okay.
I do too. There's been a lot of rough falls early on. Oh, he got it really quick. But as I was saying, the Gales, the last time they faced size like this was in Hawaii when they played against Montverde. Of course, they came out with the W, but you could see that they did struggle a bit. Obviously, when you play with a 3-guard lineup as much as the Gales do, it's harder to guard a team that has 3, 4, 6, 8 guys, 6, 8 plus guys who are all 4 or 5-star recruits. But they dealt with it, so gonna see if McDonogh can trouble them with the size. So far, Hansberry's been having a field day, so it doesn't look like it's been impacting them. And now there's about a minute left in the half, and the Gales lead 43-24. McDonough's not out of this game. They want to look to get back into it. And Abrams with the steal. He's looking to and he flunks the layup. But Elijah Hall is fighting for it. They get it across half court. They get it inside, but they lose the ball. Joe Green looking to push it. And it's behind Hansberry. Rough ball, but he gets the ball back. And the Gales want to slow this game down. Abrams kicks it out. Clark, corner three. It's too far. Joe Green rebound inside to Abrams. And it rolls in. Abrams, I don't know if he could have put that ball further out from his body than he did. He got that out as wide as he could so he didn't get blocked, and he put it in. Now, one shot left. Gales are going to force a steal. And McDonough's getting nothing. Corner three, no. Jumper is good. And that's the first half. The Gales lead 45-26. We will be back at the start of the second half. We are back for the second half of Gales basketball. The Gales lead 19, backed by a 16-point performance, first half performance by Ace Valentine. He had a huge first half. Oh, and the lob! Oh! He didn't dunk it, but he tapped it in. It's 2 points either way. Early look, you know Clutchy drew that in the locker room. But McDonogh, oh, and they're going to call that foul inside. Bit too handsy. And we heard that at halftime, Coach Clutchy, he was telling the guys that they were doing a good job moving the ball. Oh, they actually called an offensive foul. So he told the guys that they were doing a good job moving the ball, but they need to do better at moving to their spots, moving the ball to their spots. Sean Clark, top, hits the three. They were doing a good job moving the ball, have to do a better job of moving the ball to their spots. They have good defensive energy, much better than yesterday versus Calvert Hall. And Clutchy was aware. He said these guys came down 16. They were down 16 versus Mount Carmel, and they ended up winning that game. So they know that they can't let them back in this game.
You're exactly right with that.
Abrams kicks it out. Clark. Abrams three. Oh, and it's off.
Tough.
And apparently Clutch said, but they're Mount Carmel, and we're Mount St. Joe.
Put that on a t-shirt, Jimmy.
They should put that on a t-shirt. Sell in the school store.
When they're open.
Oh, Abrams looked at the guy in the face, and that's short. And where he gets it to Valentine. Valentine's going to push it. Farrell, hey! He throws it down. And the Gales have came out and have been explosive in this second half. McDonogh really needs to respond quickly. Step back jumper is off.
Good defense.
They just need better looks. Hansberry, hey!
Oh, man.
What a
play.
pass.
Beautiful performance right there.
The vision was incredible. And McDonogh takes the timeout.
While we have a timeout, Jimmy, I just want to take advantage of what's going on around the sports world. But first, we have the college football national championship. TCU versus Georgia happening right now as we speak. Currently 0-0, so nothing to really update you guys about. But as far as the DeMar Hamlin situation, he's out of the hospital, which is great news.
That's amazing to hear.
Buffalo. So we wish him for speedy recovery so he can get back on the field. And Gareth Bale announced his retirement today after 17 club seasons for the Spurs, and he played for Real Madrid for a little bit, and on the Wales international team. So congrats on a great career.
Incredible. Only reason why Team USA didn't come out with a victory against Wales in the group stage. But as far as, more home stuff, you can check out The Quill. There's a lot of great articles up there, some written by both of us. So go check it out. Especially check out the great posts by Harry Kennedy about recruiting and basketball. You got some of these guys down there to talk about it. So if you're here watching this game, you should definitely go give that a look. And you could also check out MSJ3 for news updates. And McDonogh gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up. They really need to hit these. They cannot let this game get too far away from them. But of course, for the Gales, they want this. They want them to miss. Oh, and Valentine's going to be the janitor. Great technique. Haven't seen an athlete sweep like that.
He's too nice on the court. I have no idea what's happening, but the crowd seems to love it. Speaking of the crowd, we have a lot of MSJ alumni in the crowds tonight, right now, and it's really good to see that.
There was an alumni event. Some guys coming back from college. Obviously, Mr. Andrews, who we interviewed earlier, is in attendance. A lot of teachers, a lot of guys who haven't been here probably in a while. Maybe they haven't. I don't know. But this place is pretty packed. As McDonogh hands both, they're going to look for a little zone press. I don't really know what this is. It's not a 1-2-2 or a
great pass
like that. McDonogh gets their hand in the passing lane.
If you want more updates about inside of MSJ, feel free to check out MSJ 3, a series done by 2 students at the meet.
Yeah, that's Jack and Tyler. They put a lot of work into it. They're in the multimedia journalism class with us. You should definitely check it out.
Shout out Mr. Schultz for helping us with the stream tonight.
And every night.
Very true. So Jimmy, the NFL playoffs are coming up shortly. I'm just wondering who's your pick for going to the Super Bowl for both sides, AFC and NFC?
I haven't given this too much thought, but I think the Chiefs are an obvious pick.
Yep.
I think the Bills have a lot of motivation after the whole DeMar Hamlin situation.
Absolutely.
The Ravens, with Lamar, they could do anything, so it's really interesting to see. NFC, I don't know why, I'm just a big fan of the 49ers. Although, I do think that if I had to just pick 2 teams, I'm going to say Chiefs-Eagles.
Chiefs-Eagles, that's a good pick.
I know it's not a very exciting pick, but they've been
consistency.
They've pretty much been the best teams all year.
And
back to the game. There's about 4 minutes left in this third quarter. Hansberry inside jumper. Oh, not something you see him miss a lot. But if you were to tell me, if you were to flip a coin, heads he makes it. Oh no, that's too low of a chance. I'm gonna say 9 times out of 10 he makes that. Oh, and Valentine, I don't know how he put it in. I don't know how he stayed on his feet. He's a magician.
Keep those points racking up. Makes me look smart for having them as my pick of the game.
And as far as I know, as far as the home games go, and as far as the Hawaii games go, because those are the games that I've watched, this has been Valentine's best game of the year.
Absolutely. Well deserved as well.
And he's been a crucial janitor too. It's interesting to see all the starters in for the Gales at the moment. McDonogh, they get it inside.
The defense.
Off. And Carr's looking to push it. Gives it to Abrams, and he goes around his defender. As I've said before, he is just so composed. He went up, he hangs in the air for so long. He does a little fake inside, goes outside, puts it in. And McDonogh, they really want to get some more looks. Well, inside, that's going to work every day. Great look there. Big bucket from Robert Fields. Hansberry back inside, a lot of contact.
Foul on
doesn't
that.
get
That's
it to
crazy.
go. He gets the rebound.
I heard the
Gets it
slap
out
from
far
over here.
Corner. He gets it back to Hansberry, and it goes goes in. Hansberry split the two defenders, put it in with his left.
Just an update on the college football championship. Georgia just scored a touchdown, 7-0 right now.
And we obviously know Alabama is the dominant team in college football, but these last 2 years, oh, and Abrams, the athleticism, behind the back, hey! Throws it down. And what a backcourt pair that is. And then you have Sean Clark on the other hand, who's just going to play good defense.
Good bucket.
But of course, as I say that, he gets scored on. Valentine looking to push it again. Abrams, 3. Oh, Abrams gets his rebounds. Oh, and he thought Farrell was going to cut inside. But now Abrams.
He's looking for the mop.
But now Abrams and Clark sub out as Galloway and Wingfield come in. Interesting to see. Clatchy has been favoring DJ Wingfield as 7th man off the bench. I think the first 6 spots are pretty much set early in the season, with Clark, Hansberry, Farrell, Valentine, and Abrams as the starting 5. Galloway as your 6th man off the bench. But for that next substitution, because of course you have, oh, the fadeaway is off. But for that next substitution, it comes a bit later as, Hansberry stays in the game longer. Farrell, with the way he's been playing this year, stays in the game longer. And Valentine also stays in the game longer. So that 8th guy off the bench, it's up in the air. A lot of 7 to 8 spots, both up in the air. There's a lot of good guards for the Gales. You have Wingfield, you have Elijah Hull, who's at the scorer's table looking to sub in. You have Joe Green, Sean Clark. Well, Sean Clark started, but Hansberry, transition 3, and it's good. And man, that was a beautiful shot. And here comes Ryan Sherwood as well. I believe this is his first time subbing in this game. 3 from Anderson, and it's off. Or Robinson, I'm sorry. Gales looking to score in transition. Hansberry. Robinson overcommitted. Hansberry didn't put it in.
But he gets it right back.
And Galloway pressing at half court.
Great defense right now from Galloway.
There's 10 seconds left. Oh, the 3 is off. Oh,
what did the chair ever do to him?
lucky to see him not get hurt or anything. And with 3.4 seconds left in the third, Elijah Hall and Ryan Sherritt sub in for Hansberry and Valentine, as they receive a big applause from the crowd. Valentine again having a career night. 2, 1, Hall puts it up, and it's good! Elijah Hall with a little end of the quarter magic. And he puts the Gales ahead 71-34.
What a play, Jimmy. What a play.
Wow. We will be back at the start of the fourth quarter. We are back for the fourth quarter of Gales basketball. The Gales, as I mentioned, they're coming off that win against Calvert Hall. From what I've heard from the manager, Harry Kennedy. Oh, good look for McDonogh. Gotta convert that. But as I heard from the Varsity Gales manager, Harry Kennedy, this is a big game for the Gales as they struggled a bit against Calvert Hall, which is odd to say considering they won by 28, but you get what I'm saying, that they looked a bit flat. So this is great to see from the Gales coming out strong. Offensively, they've been looking great. Defensively, even better. And speaking of that victory over Calvert Hall, that actually was their 400th BCL win, and they are the first team to reach 400 wins in the BCL.
Well deserved. Especially for Coach Cleffy.
Special accomplishment. They're obviously coming off that BCL championship. Galloway, corner three. It's good. They're coming off the BCL championship. The Gales obviously did the full sweep. Won the MIAA Varsity, Junior Varsity, Fresh Soft Championships, and the BCL Varsity JV and Fresh Soft Championships as well last year. And we'll see if they look to repeat this year. Burrell, oh, I thought he was going to pull that.
Almost did. Looks like they're slowing it down a little bit.
Smart from the Gales.
Yeah.
Wingfield drives it in, kicks it out. Truitt, corner three. Is off.
Good shot, good shot.
Good look. And the Eagles looking to score in transition. They get a transition three. Not saying they're in this game, but again, they came back down 16 against Mount Carmel. I don't think they're going to do it again, any near this level of a comeback, but
especially with how fast the Gales are playing right now. They're not
that,
slowing down.
that transition three was great, though. Wingfield's doing a great job of communicating. Gets his man in the air and then rolls in.
That's a tough bucket to make.
Listen, I take physics and I still don't know how that ball went in.
Mount Magic right there.
I mean, if I'm shooting that, that's coming right back at me. But obviously there's a reason why Wingfield's down there and I'm up here.
It's okay, Jimmy. You can all dream.
So McDonogh gets the bucket inside. And I mentioned a bit about the Gales and their MIA and BCL success last year. But this year, I also mentioned this, but they're 2-0 in the MIA Red Division. They're the only team that's undefeated in MIA play. The two losses on the year, that's a deep three, not a good look. But the two losses on the year for the Gales are coming. They come in non-conference play against two of the top teams in the country. Obviously, Paul VI in Virginia, who blew the Gales out. They're a really good team this year. Oh, good three from McDonogh. And the other team was New and Goretti in the Iolani Classic. Again, that game went to double overtime, close game against a very good team. And this press is not working. The Gales are killing this press. Timeout. I think it's a Gales timeout.
It'd be awesome to see the Gales break 100 points, but
it's not going to happen.
at the time, it's not going to happen.
And that's not what they're trying to do here.
They can put me in. I would have made that deep three that McDonogh missed.
I don't know about that. Especially with your hand.
It's just a broken finger, Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's also on my shooting hand, so.
All I'm going to say is close your eyes when you go to bed tonight, and maybe you will be in the game.
Yeah, I always am.
But not only are the Gales undefeated in MIAA play, they're also the only team undefeated in BCL play. They're 5-0 in BCL play, first in the conference. The varsity team is looking strong. They're looking poised for another MIAA BCL championship.
And that win against St. Francis on Friday night really certified their dominance in this league. It's really fun to watch.
Big rebounds from McDonogh. It's a shame that Robinson hasn't been able to keep up his hot streak. He looked very good early on.
Looks like he's dealing with a right wrist injury, though.
Yeah, that could be affecting his shooting. Oh, and Wingfield thought about it. The guys on the bench have a bit of a laugh. Oh, and Green pulls it. It's off Truitt, rebound.
Hey! Great putback.
He just found himself in the right place at the right time. But now, for the Gales, you have Joaquin Aguiman and I think that was AJ Norman, who are sitting at the scorer's table and will sub in at the next break. The Gales, the zone defense is really working. The bench is getting hyped, the jumper's off. Hall rebound. Who's looking to push it? Wingfield, I feel like he's gonna pull. Oh, and Hall.
Oh my goodness.
Gets it out to Galloway, 3.
Oh my goodness.
It's always a Joe Flacco, is that you? That pass was airmailed.
Give that guy some football lessons.
Speaking of Joe Flacco, good news. His loss against the Dolphins actually knocked the Steelers out of the playoffs. And now the Ravens and the Bengals are the only two AFC North teams in the playoffs. They will duke it out in the wild card game. Oh, almost threw that ball away. Threw it behind the back, gets it inside, loses the ball. Hall kicks it out to Norman. Norman's a good shooter, loses the ball. Oh, and they just take it away from him. That's Robert Fields. And Robert Fields took a floater. It was a bit of an awkward floater, but he gets the foul. Now he'll be rewarded with 2 free throws. It's been a great game for the Gales.
Definitely has.
Not
one-sided.
Not much to complain about if you're Coach Clatchy or any of the supporters here in attendance or any of you watching the game. The offense has been great. The defense, as of late in this game, has not been as good. And I'm going to look, I don't know. I think the zone defense, they're trying it out. Elijah Hall, deep 3, it's good.
In the clutch.
Elijah Hall, these last 2 games, I've been very impressed with him. Now let's see if the Gales can have a good defensive possession here with this 2-3 zone. When they get a lot of these guys who don't play as much in the game, oh, and the deep 3. Wow.
It's all Elijah's deep 3.
Ashton Kendall. He's been pulling those deep 3s, and he's hit a few of them. It's a shame that their offense has been so inconsistent. Of course, Kendall's been going a bit more recently. Spin move. Aguiman for 3. But it's a shame for McDonogh. You know, early on, Ian Robinson had a lot of good play. He had 9 points consecutively. Oh, it's a turnaround jumper, and that's good. That's right on
that
cue.
look easy.
Well, it is a bit easier when you don't have Amani Hansberry guarding you. But, oh. Ryan Truitt gets it inside and gets the layup to fall. Another deep 3. Oh, and it's good.
They're just playing back and forth right now. Pretty high-scoring game.
I wouldn't say that. 55 points isn't that high scoring. But Elijah Hall, his 3. Oh, it's off. Oh, McDonogh almost threw the ball away. Another deep 3. Oh my gosh. B.J. Hopkins. Where was this earlier in the game? Oh, Norman. Oh, and he gets fouled.
That was savage.
I thought Norman was about to take flight, and so did everybody here in attendance at the Smith Center.
And for those of you who've decided to join us tonight and spend your time with us on the live stream instead of watching the Georgia game, the current score is 10-zip. Georgia up. Now back to the boys.
Yeah, this is great to see. AJ Norman and Joaquin Aguiman have been pretty much the last two off the bench this year, from what I can tell. But both getting their buckets here. And true, it jumps the passing lane. And he goes up, and I don't think he realized how tall Robinson is. McDonogh. Doesn't get it to go. And with that, the Gales are victorious 92-60 over the McDonogh Eagles. Huge game from Ace Valentine. The Gales improved to 16-2 on the year. The Eagles go down to 11-5 on the year. And this was a great game for the Gales.
Exactly. Ace Valentine with 21 points, and Bear with 18, Farrell with 14. Great game.
Great game. And for the Eagles, their next game comes up on Wednesday, January 11th. They play Calvert Hall. The Gales play Maria Goretti Wednesday, the 11th. And our next home game and broadcast will be Wednesday, the 18th versus Gilman. So we will see you there. I'm James, and I've been joined by David, and we will see you next time.
See you later, guys.
And